Your criminal history, even on charges that have been dismissed, can have a major impact on your employment and on housing options, educational opportunities. And many people don't realize that even if a case was dismissed, that remains on your criminal record until you do something to expunge it. Expungement is the process. Every state has a similar one, but expungement in Tennessee is a process whereby your arrest, your charges, everything related to that are completely expunged from your public record. You can never get something entirely expunged from your record that the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation holds, but your public record that would be available to everyone other than law enforcement is removed, and it's not searchable. It's those records of that prior arrest or anything that did not result in a conviction cannot be found. One of the options to avoid a permanent conviction or to have something expunged is to enter a conditional guilty plea under what's called either pretrial or judicial diversion. Diversion is a conditional guilty plea that allows you to expunge your criminal charges after a period of supervision has been completed. So it is sort of a guilty plea, except you're not actually convicted. If you're able to successfully complete probation without any probation violations at the end of that supervision period, be it a year or two or more, you can have those charges and that entire record expunged as though it never happened. Pretrial and judicial diversion are options to enter into what's called a conditional guilty plea. Diversion is a significant privilege and opportunity that allows an individual to plead guilty to a criminal offense but not actually be convicted of that offense, and they're sentenced to supervised probation, typically speaking. And if that defendant is able to successfully complete probation without any probation violations, the judicial diversion statute, for example, allows them to have those charges and the arrest and everything related to that criminal charge expunged as though it never happened. You get one opportunity in your lifetime to plead under diversion. It's a significant privilege that should not be taken lightly, and in my opinion should not be used on a very petty offense. You may be eligible for expungement even if you have prior convictions that were not pled to under diversion. Many people do not take advantage of Tennessee's expungement statute, which is 4032-101G and 4032-101K. These expungement statutes actually allow an individual with only either one misdemeanor conviction, an eligible misdemeanor conviction, so basically something other than DUI and domestic assault, or one eligible misdemeanor and one eligible e-felony. Even with those convictions, if that's all you have and more than 5 years has passed from the completion of your latest sentence, 4032-101 allows you to have those criminal convictions expunged. And many people aren't aware of that and don't take advantage of that. I also have several clients that have prior dismissed charges on their record, and they think because it was dismissed they don't need to do anything with it. Well, those dismissed charges are still on your public record as an arrest, and that you were charged with that. And the prosecutors actually see all those dismissed cases, and it still is used against you and can make things harder for you. So anyone that has any dismissed criminal charges can get those expunged by the court clerk for free. They cannot charge you to expunge dismissed charges. There can be no cost for that. So many defendants don't take advantage of that as well.